Alright, all you 90s nostalgic freaks out there. Let's see what you really know in BBTV's 90s trivia. Okay, here we go. In 2000, award-winning boy band NSYNC signed a deal with what major restaurant chain? Is it A, McDonald's, B, TGI Fridays, C, Chili's, D, Red Lobster, or E, I don't know because I was a 2000s kid? Make your selection now. Hey, hurry up, we don't got all day. I guess I'll just tell you. The answer is C, Chili's. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is correct. In 2000, NSYNC did multiple promos for Chili's, mainly highlighting their baby back ribs, if you remember. And Chili's was the sponsor of the 2001 NSYNC Pop Odyssey Tour. And I mean, they sponsored pretty well.
We can pretty much get it anytime and any place we want it.
Try saying no to that.
That's Chili's to go. What's up, everybody? It's me, Bryson Booker, again, back with another Pro Audio review. I'm doing a couple of them because you guys been asking for them. So today, I have a floor monitor, and it's from Peavey. So let's take a look. This is the Peavey series 12M. So obviously this is the top of the unit, so let's turn it around and let you see the front. So there we go. 12-inch driver and a Peavey tweeter. Can't really see that well. There you go. Pretty decent monitor for the price. So let's turn it around again. Let you see the top here. You have the input panel. And basically all it has is 1/4-inch inputs. So if you're using this for like a simple band or a simple church, you don't have to worry about going and purchasing those big giant Nutrix speaker cables. You can just run normal 1/4-inch cables through the monitor. I believe the frequency response on this, don't take my word for it, I would check the specs again, but I believe it gets around 60 hertz to 17 kilohertz. 17 kilohertz being the highs, 16 hertz being the lowest it can get. And obviously that's, once again, don't take my word on that. It may be like a unit up, a unit down, who knows. But, I mean, that's pretty decent. It was basically meant to be a vocal monitor, not a drum monitor. Don't use this as a drum monitor because obviously a 12-inch woofer is not going to give you the big, thump, so to speak, you would like. I think this was basically meant as used as a vocal monitor, or obviously there's a pole mount you can see here, and you can put it on a pole, use it as a public address speaker, for speaking engagements. The max watts is a 500 watts program at 8 ohms. Pretty decent, gets pretty loud. There are two positions. Obviously, this is the normal position, and then you got a little bit of a shorter position, for up close vocal monitoring. But I normally leave it like this. All right. And well, let's talk about sound. How does it sound? It sounds pretty good for a Peavey. Obviously, you know how Peaveys have, that sound signature that they're known for. It's a nice flat monitor. And that's what I love. Flat. I mean, there's no boost or complete cuts in any frequency. It sounds nice and rich and balanced. And normally for some monitors, it's the treble. The treble's overbearing, or there's too much bass, or, things like that. This is a straightforward monitor. And that, reduces stress when you're trying to EQ them. When you EQ monitors, you got this whole big bonanza of adjusting frequencies, and it's generally the tweeter. Come on, guys, you gotta admit, it's generally the tweeter. But for monitors like this, I love it because they sound flat, they sound good, so you don't need to cut you don't need to cut anything out of them or boost anything. You may need to cut a frequency or two here or there, but it's flat. It's nice and flat, and it's clear. Once again, the bass is not, it's not awesome because this was just meant to be just a nice small vocal monitor. I think they use a 12-inch Sheffield woofer, so obviously they use that in some of their guitar amps. So it's basically a mid-range driver. It's not going to produce deep, thumpy bass. It was just meant to be a nice, decent monitor for vocal monitoring or, small band applications. And it does a pretty good job at that. It's nice. The carpet's not too crazy. Nice, clean carpet. Nice appearance. On the back here, let you see it. There's more of that nice carpet. They don't got that, big annoying Peavey logo like they used to have on some of their older monitors, if you remember. It just slapped the Peavey logo right there, but it's not on these monitors, so got a nice, cleaner appearance there. It doesn't annoy you. Nice, sturdy grill. It's not really that amazing, but it's pretty sturdy, Keeps people from tampering with the driver in there. I think this thing was supposed to have tweeter protection, but I want to send a warning out. Don't push this speaker past its limit. If you do, the tweeter goes pop. And that's it. And that's exactly what happened to this one. We were running it at church, and there was another operator doing it. And I think he's pushing the monitor too hard, or the amplifier was pushing the monitor too hard. It was probably the amplifier pushing this, giving this too much power. But anyway, the amplifier gave it too much power. Tweeter go pop. And that's it with the tweeter. So this one needs a tweeter replacement. The woofer, however, still works. But obviously this tweeter is just a little bit fragile. So just keep that in mind. Don't overpower these guys. I would say put about 200 watts on them to be in the safe zone. Don't go, well, if you have to go anything, go up to 400 watts. But don't go the maximum 500 or more because they're a little bit fragile and you'll blow them a little bit easily. Word of advice. But as far as that's concerned, it's a pretty good monitor from Peavey. It sounds pretty good. Looks good. Pretty durable, nice thick handle so you can carry it around to your different gigs. And it's just a great overall monitor for vocal monitoring. I would recommend it to anybody. It's the Peavey 12M floor monitor. Pretty good monitor for a pretty good price. Go pick one up.